show you that I've completely lost my voice. Look at that. This is terrible. Let me see that baby drink her coffee. Wow. Cheers. Baby. I got this huge micellar water. What is this? Oh. Okay, this is my luggage cover for my babe's luggage. The one I have at my mom's house that I haven't opened. Bath mat. Child, it is significantly later. I just had to wash my hands because I just got through carrying a whole bunch of packages into the house. So, basically I showed you guys that I went to the nail shop. I just got my feet done. And then I went across the way from the nail shop to this place that I used to get my eyebrows done at, like circa 2017. And I let them do my eyebrows. They didn't do a bad job. So, we'll see. I got the chick's name. I let them settle. It could just be that I liked them because of how bad my eyebrows were looking beforehand. But who knows? Prior to, and I just went to like this nail shop inside the mall. Guys, I have to say, there's a nail shop that I go to that's a little bit further out. It is Asian owned. Everybody there communicates well. They're friendly. They're nice. They never talk in their own language in a way that makes you think they're talking about you. Like, if they, most of the time they speak in English. If they're not speaking in English, it's obvious that they're like talking about work or something personal with one another, because they'll show a picture on the phone, or I can't explain it, but you could just tell, right? And I respect that, right? Because you don't want there to be any miscommunication. The nail shop I went to today, the women, they were all nice. I just didn't like that they kept putting people in front of my niece when we were paying the same as the people you're putting in front of her. But two, I didn't like the fact that she asked me a question. She said, "How old is she?" And I told her how old my niece was. And she said, "Oh, okay." And immediately she said something out loud in her language, and a row of people laughed, and then they all started talking. Now, it could be that she said that baby got more sense than my 3-year-old, or and they laughed or something like that. It could have been that it had nothing to do, nothing negative. I'm not insinuating that it was, but it's uncomfortable. And because I'm already overprotective of my niece, I'm like looking for any type of context clues. And I said, that's why I fought so hard in 2020 to find a nail shop that where the communication was like dead on. I used to go to a black owned nail shop, but unfortunately with COVID and everything that happened, they closed. And it's like, I realized when I said it, like, yes, I love supporting black owned nail shops, but the other nail shop that I went to was not even black owned. They just are a little bit more courteous when it comes to that language barrier. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. But it made me remember, like, wow, I haven't had this experience of wondering if someone is talking about me probably in like 6 or 7 years. Like, it used to be back in the day a lot because I grew up in Inglewood, and let's be honest, during that time they probably were talking about you, but it could just be my upbringing. I grew up during what people like to refer to in Los Angeles, California as the hurry up and buy. You go into a store and they'd be like, hurry up and buy, or follow you around the store. That's no more, but maybe I still have PTSD from that. But yeah, I was like, I don't like that. And I haven't had this feeling in a very long time. And I consider myself to be very in tune. So I feel like my intuition was telling me something. And my mom was just like, well, give them another chance. If they do that again, then you just be like, excuse me, that makes me uncomfortable. And I'm like, yeah, that's the responsible thing to do. It is, but sometimes I don't want to be responsible. Maybe I just won't patronize you. We'll see. But anyways, that's my little spiel on that. I found a water in my purse. Hopefully it's mine. Hopefully my niece just didn't drop somebody's random water in my purse. She's done that. All right, so I left the nail shop, got my eyebrows done, left from there, went to my mom's. We had Bible study, had dinner, and then I got my packages. I came here. But I wanted to show you guys something, okay? So this is a limited special edition of Applying Pressure by my sister, Siobhan Latrice. And first of all, this cover is everything, okay? Now, what makes this so special is, of course, the complete cover redesign. It's in color, okay? And if you've read any of my sister's books, she puts graphics, like text message conversations, all that stuff in her books. So you're talking about all of that being in color. It is so gorgeous. And this is by far one of my favorite books by her. It's what you would consider dark romance. It's a stalker romance. Basically, he is a professional football player, sees a girl that he likes, and just decides that he's going to do any and everything to get her. She's a professional businesswoman in corporate America. She got everything going for herself. It's a really good story. It was a page turner. So now this is going to be available at the Atlanta event on May 31st. It's going to be at the table only. Like, if you come to the event and they're there. If for any reason she has any left over after the event, they will go on sale that day. That day they will go up on her website for purchase for shipping. But right now, they can only be purchased at the Atlanta event. So, this is just not even doing it justice. Okay? It's not. It's not. How did I not have her sign it? What else? Okay. And then, guys, I'm so excited. Y'all know I have been complaining lightly about my Fairy Loot subscription and how right when I got off the waiting list, they came out with Romantasy. And I feel like all the books that were now on the fantasy were like knife to neck fantasy, which I'm not a big fan of. And Romantasy had a waiting list. So I kept my Fairy Loot subscription and got on the Romantasy waiting list, and I got off the waiting list. So I canceled my fantasy Fairy Loot and got on Romantasy. Already loving life, okay? I have been looking at this book because this author wrote Atlas 6, I believe it's called. And this one is called Gifted and Talented. It's like a, if I remember correctly, there's like a death and the siblings are like fighting to be like the new CEO of like a magic tech company. So it's like urban fantasy set like in current times. And of course, the main plot is there's romance. So yeah, these are the edges. So you still get, but it's like this I will read. And it has like art in it. I don't want to spoil too much because looking ahead at the art could tell me something I don't want to know. But yeah, so excited. It is already beneficial. I don't even know though, guys, seriously, if I'm going to end up still having this membership because with the tariffs, yeah, I hoping for the best because Fairy Loot is a UK company. So remember, at first it was just supposed to be China and Canada, but now, child, is everybody. Yeah, so that's it on the book front. I got a huge Shein order in regards, speaking of tariffs, because I figured, hey, don't know what's going to happen. This may be my last opportunity. So I got a couple of things from, not a couple of things. I'm looking at it now. It's a huge order. Because I want you to know, I was in the car, right? And I called my boyfriend and it went straight to voicemail, which is unlike him, probably in a bad area. And so I'm like, Siri. And she's like, yes, a regular Siri voice comes on. I'm like, text my boyfriend and say, I just called you, no answer. Call me when you get a chance. She says, okay, a regular Siri voice. Reads the message back to me. And it is a whole black woman. Like, hi, I just called. No answer. Call me back? Okay to send? I said, oh, Black Siri? I said, you can send. Okay. When did we get this Apple update? When did we get Black Siri? So I press Siri again. I'm like, Siri? She's like, and it's regular Siri. So I'm like, is it just when you're dictating me? And how you know I'm black? How you know I'm black, Siri? I get Siri say, how you know the voice I gave you was black?
Talk to Black Siri?
I am Black Siri.
Really? You don't sound...
Oh, yeah? How am I supposed to sound?
Just
kidding. What up, player? What you need?
I'm perplexed. Please let me know. Down in the comments, have you ran into Black Siri? Just try it. Have her send a text message for you. And when she reads it back, see if she mimics your voice. Like, we legit have Black Siri? Now, don't get me wrong. I use Australian Siri. I use, what's the other one? The British Siri. I like to have a little fun. But I ain't never ran into Black Siri. Homegirl was seasoned. She had like a sultry. She had like a little oomph to her. You feel me? Like a little. I guess I better Pause my TV, huh? Okay. So I'm not going to try this stuff on. Because much better. But I'm just gonna show you guys at least. Because I want to go through it myself, really. Okay. I don't know what this is, but it has a tiger on it. Oh, I think this is like a crop t-shirt. Oh, it is. And it's way bigger than what... Ugh. Yeah, I wanted it oversized, but this may be a little bit too oversized. Tuesday? But I was cramping way too bad. Okay, I got these because I thought they would be cute for vacation. Just like these loose, flowy pants. I hope they're not too tall because the design goes down the bottom of the pants. Once you get to tailoring and cutting and clipping, you lose half of the design. But, yeah, so here's hoping they're not too tall. But they do look like they're going to fit exactly how I want them to fit. So that's a plus. And then I have to actually, like, pair all this stuff. Like, I have like a bikini top, a black leather one that I probably will pair with that one whenever I do film the content for it. Ooh. Now, this is not feeling like what I need it to feel like. What is this? Oh, okay, no. I thought this was the blazer. So this is just a little, what do they call it? Milkmaid dress. I like the pattern. It's cute. It's definitely one of those where you have to iron. And I probably would not have gotten that material because your girl does not. I need one of those little hand steamers. So these are these jeans with like bows down the side. They're so cute. Oh my God, all this stuff is so tall, guys. I don't know. I got these, I want to say, in the biggest size they came in because I didn't know if I was going to be able to do no kind of returns without paying $1 million. Okay. You know you're getting old when you got to lift your glasses to see stuff. So, wouldn't it be funny if I'm like, child, I got the biggest size, and they don't fit? Like they too small. That's super cute. I have like this pink netted crop top shirt that I think would be cute with that over like a white long sleeve top. That is what that's going to be. Ooh, child. Okay, and then I thought these were cute. Summer's coming up. I have to go to Atlanta. These like paper bag shorts. I see them everywhere. So I was like, let me get a pair. Just some cute little shorts I got. I don't know how my thighs are going to fare. Oh, okay. It should be okay. But I was like, these are so freaking cute. Just like throw them on with a white tank, some flip-flops. It's one of those things where it's like, don't get too close. If you don't get too close, it might be okay. It's just like a big t-shirt, but I didn't know it was like that shiny material. Like soccer jersey material. But I like shirts like this to put on with like biker shorts, Jordans. These are pants. I thought these were cute. You know? I was like, that's cute. And then I saw these little sandals. And I was like, these are cute and simple. And they look like they could potentially be wide width. So, wide width. But they are wide enough. Yeah, I could definitely rock these. And this is another big t-shirt. Ugh, I hate that all of them are in this shiny material because Shein normally does not do that. but I still like the design. This is cute. Like I said, Shein is where I get all my big oversized shirts from. So I just grabbed a bunch of them because I didn't know when I would be able to get more. So I don't know if these are going to fit. Me in army pants, they be looking super big. And then I put them on and they don't do what they need to do. So we'll see. Y'all know this is like my 40th attempt at some damn army pants. I just starting to think it just ain't meant. Milkmaid dress, if you will. This is like a shorter version. I have done partnerships with Bloom Chic before, and they have a lot of dresses like that. Like a lot of the dresses you see like on TikTok and stuff, they have them at Bloom Chic. And normally, in the past, they have like, I've done collabs with them like 3 times a year, but I haven't heard a single mumbling word from them this year. And I haven't really seen anybody collab with them this year. So maybe they're laying low for a while. Maybe they're being bought out. But yeah, I still like them. I haven't bought anything from them, but I hadn't bought anything from anybody. So, but yeah, once we see where this whole tariff thing goes, I'll probably hit up Bloom Chic and get a couple of dresses because they don't have to be free, but it was nice. And then this is a blazer that I got. I thought it was really cute. Now, I did get this oversized, but I'm starting to think, okay, it's okay. It's giving grandma with this. But yeah, your girl loves a good blazer. It will get it out. It'll dress up an outfit real quick. Okay, and I got these little linen pants, vacation pants, if you will. I thought they were thicker than this because this is literally swimsuit cover-up pants because... And I have some white ones like that from Pretty Little Things. I got my niece a cute little outfit that I saw. Take that to her tomorrow. Oh. Cute little gothic dress. So it goes like this at the top. And then it opens up. Very Tord-esque, but I like it because it was like short. Like I'm okay with the floral gothic, but it needs to be a little short. This with a nice burgundy lip, some heels. See the vision. Let's hope it looks like what I want it to look like. This is actually the front here. It goes crisscross like this. It's like handkerchief, and then it has like a split. So you're boobed up, and this ties to the side, and it's kind of short. It's meant to look like you're just in a scarf. Yeah, guys, that's a huge... Me styling it all in one big video. I'm going to lose a lot of people. We're in the age of short form content. So, hell, I lost some of y'all on this. Yeah, I saw you. I saw you get up, you answered your phone, you sent the text message. I saw you. It's okay, though. As soon as you comment on the picture line and say, where you get that? I'm going to say, You would know where I got it from. If you had paid attention. All right, guys. It is a cold Good Friday. And I'm with my family because my sister just got a Costco membership. So we're going to see what they have. My poor niece thinks we're leaving my mom. She spends her whole life worried. Hold on, let's go inside. It's okay. about us leaving my mother somewhere. That's a good price. Look at that. Yeah.
It is hot, guys.
It's hot? Okay.
It is hot.
Oh, look, it's like perfectly cut into a pizza. Oh, that's bomb.
I want to go down here and look at the hot.
Guys. Whew. Child, we're back. I'm gonna show you guys what I got from Costco. I didn't get much. I do plan to go back and get more. But I got these oranges. I normally get them from Trader Joe's, my mandarins, because they're so juicy and they stay good for so long. But Costco really had amazing produce. And this 5-pound bag was $4. And they're like really juicy, and some of them are still kind of like green, if you will. So, hold on, wait a minute. We got one that busted. Okay. You got to take out any one that busted, because it will turn your whole bag. And then they had like a variety pack of Ziplocs, so it included like all sizes. Is that in this bag? That's over there. But anyways, my mom got a big bag of like these individually wrapped macaroons, so she just gave me some, so that works out. And then we got some watermelon to share, and we went to my mom's house and she cut it up, so we just wanted to test it out, but it was like really fresh, so now I have that. Then they had a huge, like 2 big slabs of bacon, so my mom only wanted one, and so I was like, okay, I'll take it, because it's still cheaper than buying just one at the store. And this is use or freeze by July 25th. I'm sorry, July 23rd, 2025. So then they had this big, huge thing of strawberries, very fresh, very dark and in season. And so my mom took half, and I'm going to clean, prep, and jar the other half, because strawberries go so quickly that whole thing, yeah, it's not going to work. And then I had to try these macaroons. Everybody got one. Well, no, my sister didn't try it, but all of us basically tried it, and they'll be in my fridge. I'll probably take some to my sister's so that my niece can have some, but she did eat one. They were really good quality. And yeah, it's best before May 1st. So definitely going to need some help eating these. So I'm probably going to give us a sandwich bag of one of each color to both my mom and my sister. Probably 2 rolls to my sister, because Bailey. And then that will leave me with 12, 2 of each flavor, which is more than enough. So I'll separate those out for the fam. And then they had like this set where it was the Dawn Power Wash and 2 refill bottles. And my sister was like, dang, I wish they just had refill bottles, because I don't need another Dawn refresh head. And I said, well, I kind of feel like you need 2. I said, because my boyfriend is always taking my kitchen power wash and using it to clean like the bathtub, just anything where he wants it to be super clean. I was like, so I feel like I need 2, because I don't want my kitchen one in other rooms. And my sister was like, well, I already have 2. I was like, that's perfect. I'll take the one with the nozzle. You have the refills. We'll split it. So now I have another one here. And this one can go in my bathroom to be used for other purposes. And then they had these little frozen teriyaki chicken bowls. It was a pack of 6. I don't need 6, so I split it with my mom. I took 3, she took 3. Okay, and then these are the variety pack of sandwich bags. And then I'm tripping real hard the way I just dropped this. But it is Kirkland. Kirkland is the Costco brand. These are pasture-raised organic eggs, okay? 24 count for $10. Organic pasture-raised eggs at this point in Los Angeles, okay? The cheapest I've seen is $12. Unless you go to Trader Joe's. And Trader Joe's has been sold out every time I go. They arrive at 9 a.m. and they're gone by 9:30, okay? It'd be lines outside and down the block for the eggs. And this is still cheaper than even Trader Joe's. Because Trader Joe's is $5 for 6. This is 20. Well, it's the same price. It's like being able to buy 2. You can't even buy 2 at Trader Joe's. So, my mom was like, well, I still have Trader Joe eggs left over. So I just need like 6 of yours. So I was like, whatever, that works. That's fine. I have a funny story about my mom and Trader Joe's. But I ain't gonna do that to her. I'm gonna do it to her. Bless her little heart. Guys, I've said this before. My mom is not someone who can lie. And I'm not saying that to try to like make her appear angelic. I'm just telling you that the woman was created on this earth to be honest and truthful, because she's not good at being deceiving or even trying to lie. Like, I promise you, she's not good at it. So she doesn't do it often, if ever. Okay? So, and this goes back to even when I was little. I could always tell if my mom was like trying to convince me of something otherwise. Like, oh, don't go in there, Santa's in there. Like, it was never a simple lie. It was always a little bit too extravagant to be real. So my mom says to me, Amber, hey guys, I called Trader Joe's. They said that they get a shipment of eggs at 9 and they get a second shipment midday. She said the time they told me they were going to come is in about 30 minutes. So I'm thinking I'm going to get dressed and I'm going to go get some eggs. So my sister's like, oh, dang, I just paid $1 million for 2 dozen eggs. So I'm fine. I said, well, I need eggs. I said, but I can't go. If they let you get a second one, fine, get me a second one. If they don't, it's perfectly fine. I'll figure it out. So my mom's like, okay. So she calls me and she says, so I tried to get you some eggs from Trader Joe's. She said the woman that was in front of me, she grabbed 2. She said, so I grabbed 2. When I got to the register, the guy told me that it was 1 egg per customer. And she said, and I asked him, like, is it just the organic eggs or is it all the eggs? He said, it's all the eggs. It's just 1 per customer. So she said, she was like, okay. She said, but I went back to my car and I grabbed my scarf and I grabbed my shades. Okay. She's Pink Panther at this point. And I went back in and I slowly walked past them and I played it off and I got some other stuff around the store. And then I went and I got the eggs and I went to a completely different register. So I doubt anybody was as smart as me and came back with a disguise. Yes, she called it a disguise. But yeah, I got the eggs. She was so proud. Whole time I'm laughing. I'm dying laughing because in my head I'm like, Mama, they knew it was you. My mom is like 5'2", this big, okay? They know that the woman who is 5'2", this big, another woman walking in the same with just a scarf on, like, Mama, they knew it was you. They just said to themselves, look at this. Look at this. They just didn't say anything to you. They just didn't say anything to you. I said, but you probably could have like showed them my text message where I said to get me some, and they may have just let you get them. No. This was the only way that it was going to get done, and I was smart enough to think of it last minute. I was laughing so hard. Like, you do realize if you were like a jewel thief or this was a heist that you would have been caught. Like, if this was like something major, you would have been cuffed. Like that don't try to rob a bank and think that's gonna work. And if you guys saw the scarf, it didn't even cover majority of her hair color or anything. And keep in mind, this was broad daylight. No one shops broad daylight in Trader Joe's with shades on, so that's my mom. Oh my gosh, my egg thing has not been this full ever. I honestly wouldn't have even been able to fit all the eggs in here if my mom wouldn't have taken 6, because I still had 1 egg in here and I only have 2 spots. So that means this is a weird egg thing. Holds 21. Why wouldn't it just go 24? What's the point of holding only 21 eggs? Wow, this is heavy. I haven't had this many eggs. Good morning, guys. It is Easter Sunday. I am pretty much prepped. I'm just gonna do quick makeup look and then head out the door. Ooh, ow. I bought myself a new blender. I've been mainly using brushes for my foundation, but I wanted to try Patrick Starr's. Okay, let me wet this though. Wow, look how big it got. Ugh. So I put on my makeup, the new makeup routine that I want to try in my little to-go situation. Still gonna use my Milk Hydro Grip. So yeah, guys, this is only my second Sunday going back to church. Typically what I do is I watch it. My church does broadcast live onto their website as well as YouTube. That's what I've been doing since the pandemic. But prior to the pandemic, I was going every Sunday. And my church had, at the time, 3 services. A 8 o'clock, a 10:30, and an 11. And we always went to the 8 o'clock. But because of the pandemic, people have not been going to church as much. So my church does not need to have, which is crazy. We also moved to a bigger cathedral, about 3 times the size of the old one. So I kind of felt like at some point it was going to transition out of all those services anyways, because they had the bigger church. So now, so far, so good. We'll see, because when I went last Sunday, it wasn't bad at all. Yeah, it wasn't bad at all. But it also wasn't Easter Sunday. So we'll see. So I have to get up really, 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 really early because I'm taking my grandma and I don't want her to have to walk far. And then also Bailey, my niece, is going to be with me. And when you get late to church on Easter, they sit you separately. And Miss Thang is not going to have that. Like, we are not going to be separated. She will talk through that whole service. So, I have to be there at least 30 minutes before church starts. But I also want to be able to have time to get myself something to eat. Not something like big, but like from Starbucks. So, and this is my Rare Beauty foundation. I think that's good. I normally always put it on with a brush, so the coverage is usually, stronger, but what else? And I actually think I want to use my new concealer. Why not? Yeah. All right, guys. So church is over. We're in the car right now, picking up my mom and my grandma. I made a huge miscalculation. I kept saying I needed to leave the house by 9, when really I needed to be to my mom's by 9. So ultimately I made everybody late. So from that point forward, we were just trying to rush, make sure we could get to church, get a park, and get a seat. And unfortunately, we had to park like really far. And so we dropped my grandmother off at the church, and now we're gonna pull around and pick her up. But yeah, while I was sitting there vlogging and doing my makeup and saying I had 15 minutes, no, I needed to leave right there. So yeah. So right now, oh, there she go right there. So right now we're about to, they're gonna get in the car, and we have brunch reservations at Great Maple, which I am so excited for because I am starving. Hopefully I can get a good picture of this dress, but I got a ton of compliments the entire time I was walking in the church. I kept getting told how pretty this dress is, and I have to say it's pretty good quality too. I wasn't expecting it to be this nice of a quality, but I'll give you guys all the details and stuff on it soon.
You want me to sit there? I'm going to sit over there so you can eat your food. Thank you. I mean, you dropped all your crayons into that nasty.
Gosh, in this lighting, my eyeshadow was so bright. Maybe it really is just bright. I don't know. Anyways. So, I'm at my mom's. We left Great Maple. I showed you guys briefly what I had. It was good. Everything at Great Maple is pretty much good. It was like steak and eggs. And I got the steak medium well. And it came with like biscuits and gravy. And then it was like potatoes au gratin, like stack of scallop potatoes. Those normally hit everywhere I have them. Those were just okay. They gave me a huge big thing of them though. So I ate like one biscuit. I ate all of the steak except for one. I ate all of the egg, and then I had like more than half of the huge potato left and a whole biscuit left. So I didn't even take it because I knew that I was not going to sit there and warm up no biscuits and gravy and no potatoes just randomly. Yeah, so I'm going to chill here at my mom's for a minute. That's that. I'm tired. I didn't even get anything strong. I've been addicted to the Starbucks, what is it? The cherry chai. Oh my gosh. The Starbucks cherry chai is everything. It is so good. I am back home. I have to say, my makeup lasted really long. It's like 9:30, almost 9:40, and this is not me reapplying my lip liner. This is after eating everything. So I got nonstop compliments. Literally everywhere I went, people stopped me and told me they loved my dress. From church to the restaurant we went to walking across the streets. I mean, walking into my mom's house. Like, there was not a single destination I went to where I did not get complimented on this dress. So let me show you the full vibe. Okay, so this is making it kind of look a little washed out, but it's like super long, floral pleated. I didn't have to iron it or anything. It's like everything just fell out how it needed to be. It's covers everything, like, and then the liner, full liner, like thick. Okay, so yeah. So I'm about to take this dress off. I'm a little hungry, so I'm gonna figure that out, and then I will holla at y'all.
That's how we fall out.